Chicago. Only way to keep calm is trouble words have a serene mind. Paul for the penitentiary. Big story in the Sun Times today. I used to have 1,000 customers. CPS, see right here? Chicago Public School in mask mandates. Face cover will be optional. Optional. It's very important, optional, because you have freedom of choice, And yeah, that's a big story that's in the Sun Times. Because the kids need to breathe. And I realized I noticed something after you, for being I've been wearing my mask 2 years on the job, and once you take that mask off, you get more energy, because you need to breathe. I noticed that you get a burst of energy. I'm waking up early in the morning, even though I ride a bike 7 days. So that mask is really keeping around your face so I'm glad the kids are able to breathe, and yeah, I'm glad to the kids about to breathe and the sun is out today. It's a beautiful day, because we got around recovery talking about they got no opinion outside issues and not engaged in any controversy. But a lot of controversy going on, like people are forced to do things that are against their will. So like I'm glad the kids have freedom, and I think next week on the CTA trains and stuff, people will not be wearing these. The mask mandates are going to be ended because people is, the world is slowly getting back. Coming up to St. Patrick's. See, you got freedom of choice. You can choose whether you smoke a cigarette. That's your choice, or whether you drink a beer. That's your choice. When I went to the Cubs game one year, they gave me a Cubs ticket, right? I went to the Cubs game, and they said, pass the beer down. And they passed the beer down, and I held it, and I held it like it's dynamite because I don't drink. I haven't drinking 32 years. I pass it down because that's my choice. So I'm glad, it's about, it's about freedom of choice. You have, God gave your brain to use. See, if you don't control your mind, somebody else will control your mind. And yeah. And I seen a story about the black girl, Miss America. They said she had marijuana, in her system.
Oh,
she was, she's smoking marijuana and stuff. And they got some kind of synthetic, that's why legalizing marijuana was a center of the world. It made $1 billion state of Illinois, and now the policemen are being told to the cannabis industries because you got the flash mobs are going in and they're taking the marijuana now. They're grabbing it, because see, when a person high, they're not going to comply. So anything that controls the mind, like I said, if you don't control your mind, somebody else will, or something else outside of you. So yeah, it's glad to be, like I said, I'm glad the kids will be able to have a choice whether to put the mask. I'll tell this guy here about the story happened about a year ago that the girl had, it said, she said, Jesus loved me. She had a mask that Jesus loved me. They made her take the mask off, and she got sued, because they got sued because the mother was saying, well, they got Black Lives Matter. Why can't she wear a Jesus? So it's a lot of madness going on. And we got spring madness going on, right? We've been in like an Alfred Hitchcock Twilight Zone, for 2 years. But like I say, we had a beautiful, the sun is out today. We got, spring is trying to come in, I think it's spring forward coming up pretty soon too. So, enjoy life, sit outdoors, breathe, bad breath, but no breath, pray and meditate, have a God, I can't be, my cars are not my God, I know gas is going up, but as long as gas is getting high, as long as you don't get high, right? I worked at Gas USA, that was, it was the only gas station on strike. So they got wars going on in different countries over, like Buddha said. He says, what's the use of claiming something is yours when even the moon is used in public life? When you start claiming something is yours, then that's where things happen, So don't live in fear, fear is the curse of the world, fear is everywhere. The gangs used to control the streets out of fear. Like I say, signs don't control me. I was telling this guy that in the 70s, I worked at, it was 70s, I made a mistake, but it was 77 or 78, I worked at Bedford Park. That's where King got hit with the brick, Marquette Park. And they had these signs saying blacks only, it said white power. So they told me that, but I didn't let those signs control me. I still went to work. I had my uniform back in the 70s. If you called it Marquette Park, if you didn't work there, because they were throwing bricks at our cars and stuff. And so, but I didn't let those signs control me. Just because you see a stop sign don't mean you're going to stop. So signs don't control me. I've seen a lot of signs in my days. I've seen gang signs. I'm from 10 neighborhood South Side. I've seen a lot of signs. I've seen the Black Panthers out there in the 60s. So, but I kept staying in action. I kept moving. So, yeah, Mike Scott, Chicago, I did my half an hour ride on the bike. I do a lot of walking too, So keep the mind, the body, spirit moving. be free, because sometimes slavery comes in your thoughts, your thinking. You know, and I'm gonna say this. Listen, listen to this. You remember the elephant? See, the elephant was locked up. You know, they had a chain around this elephant many years. Yeah, the elephant had a chain around him, right? And when they took the chain off his leg, he wouldn't move because he still thought he was locked up. So you know, like I say, speak your own mind, think your own thoughts, live your own life. And let me show you the story again. So because some people don't know what's going on. You know, that's why they legalize marijuana. They don't want you to know what's going on. See that story say? CPS ends mask mandates. So when your kids have a choice to whether they want to wear masks or not. You got a choice whether you drink a drug or not. You know, it's all about freedom of thinking, freedom of choices. So Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be a square.